back to my YouTube channel. This is Keith Meadows and you're on Horoscope Realm. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already checked out my last video, which is all about Aries, I talk about the different traits of the Aries, different aspects and the personality of an Aries. If you've not already seen it, I'll put it in the link in the description for you. So yeah, let's get straight into the next video. So some of the qualities that a Taurus can have, they can be quite stable, passionate, reserved, quiet, resistant to change, affectionate, determined, practical, and stubborn. Now stubborn, when I've been reading my astrology book, stubborn comes up quite a lot. I've got quite a few Taurus friends. Not all of them are stubborn, because not all Tauruses are the same. It can all depend on your upbringing, your family, all different kinds of things. But in general, Taurus can be quite stubborn. Whether that be in they don't get their own way for some reason. They can be quite stubborn and stuck in their ways. Also resistant to change was another quality. So for example, lockdown. This is like a big change for everyone, but more so because Taurus likes things done, how it's always been done for, for example, a job that they're doing. That job's probably been paused now, and that's probably like really stressing them out like everyone else would be as well. With being stable, Taurus is, they've been quite stable, so, if they've got a job that they're doing, and they're really enjoying it, or they've got a family going on, for example, they've got a big family going, and they're going to be happy with that, then, they're going to be very stable. If they've got a good career, and, they're smashing it, they're doing a great job, they're going to be very happy with that, and, they're going to feel really grounded, and, they're going to be happy to keep on doing what they're doing with that. So with astrology, a lot of planets rule your signs. So there's 12 signs, and with Taurus, one of the ruling planets is Venus. So I've been reading, and it says Venus, Roman goddess of beauty and the arts, pleasure, emotions. In astrology, Venus's influence inclines towards of love, of luxury and exceptional creative ability. So a Taurus has got tends to have like a lot of creative ability. They love a bit of luxury. They tend to like to buy a lot of things. The dominant keyword is "I have" for Taurus. So they like to have like lots of fancy things, whether that be artwork, a nice car, a lovely house, for example. They're going to have all these things, but that doesn't mean that they're going to brag about having these things. They just like to have them. So with all signs, they all have their opposites. So with a Taurus, the polarity to a Taurus would be a Scorpio. Now this surprised me because I've quite a few Taurus friends, and I get on quite well with them. So when I read about Scorpio being the opposite, this quite shocked me. So I've been reading, it says Taurus is a sign of property and money. It natives put a high regard in collecting possessions and are known to cling to what is theirs. So with a Scorpio, Taurus's opposite sign is the sign of legacies and shared wealth. The wealth of Scorpio's people tends to be spiritual rather than material, which they give to in the form of teaching, writing and healing arts. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. I tend to be a bit of a dreamer. I'm very in my own ways. I have a different way of thinking. I like to think. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Keith Meadows and you're on Horoscope Realm. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already checked out my last video, which is all about Aries, I talk about the different traits of the Aries, different aspects and the personality of an Aries. If you've not already seen it, I'll put it in the link in the description for you. So yeah, let's get straight into the next video. So some of the qualities that a Taurus can have, they can be quite stable, passionate, reserved, quiet, resistant to change, affectionate, determined, practical, and stubborn. Now, stubborn, when I've been reading my astrology book, stubborn comes up quite a lot. I've got quite a few Taurus friends. Not all of them are stubborn, because, not all Tauruses are the same. It can all depend on, your upbringing, your family, all different kinds of things. But in general, Taurus can be quite stubborn. Whether that be in, they don't get their own way for some reason. They can be quite stubborn and stuck in their ways. Also resistant to change was another quality. So for example, lockdown. This is like a big change for everyone, but more so because Taurus likes things done, how it's always been done for, for example, a job that they're doing. That job's probably been paused now, and that's probably like really stressing them out like everyone else would be as well. With being stable, Taurus is, they've been quite stable. So, if they've got a job that they're doing and they're really enjoying it, or they've got a family going on, for example, they've got a big family going, and they're going to be happy with that, then, they're going to be very stable. If they've got a good career and, they're smashing it, they're doing a great job, they're going to be very happy with that, and, they're going to feel really grounded, and they're going to be happy to keep on doing what they're doing with that. So with astrology, a lot of planets rule your signs. So there's 12 signs, and with Taurus, one of the ruling planets is Venus. So I've been reading, and it says Venus, Roman goddess of beauty and the arts, pleasure, emotions. In astrology, Venus' influence inclines towards of love, of luxury and exceptional creative ability. So, a Taurus has got tends to have like a lot of creative ability. They love a bit of luxury. They tend to like to buy a lot of things. The dominant keyword is "I have" for Taurus. So, they like to have like lots of fancy things, whether that be artwork, a nice car, a lovely house, for example. They're going to have all these things, but that doesn't mean that they're going to brag about having these things. They just like to have them. So with all signs, they all have their opposites. So with a Taurus, the polarity to a Taurus would be a Scorpio. And this surprised me because I've quite a few Taurus friends, and I get on quite well with them. So when I read about Scorpio being the opposite, this quite shocked me. So I've been reading, it says Taurus is a sign of property and money. It natives put a high regard in collecting possessions and are known to cling to what is theirs. So with a Scorpio, Taurus's opposite sign is a sign of legacies and shared wealth. The wealth of Scorpio's people tends to be spiritual rather than material, which they give to in the form of teaching, writing, and healing arts. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. I tend to be a bit of a dreamer. I'm very in my own ways. I have a different way of thinking. I like to think, and Taurus, they like to have lots of property, and they're good at making money, for example. Also, part of the body that's ruled by Taurus is the neck and throat. So Taurus people tend to have beautiful voices and singing voices as well, but they're also prone to get lots of colds, laryngitis, sore throats, for example. And to be honest, with the Taurus friends that I've got, they always seem to get colds and sore throats, and they'll probably agree with me on that as well. Some of the cities and countries that a Taurus would most be happy in is Ireland, Dublin, Greece, Cyprus, Switzerland, St. Louis. These are some of the countries that a Taurus will want to go to. If they're going to go there, they're going to feel like, wow, this is, where I've been meaning to go for a long time. and I'm sure a lot of Taurus have been to these places and they probably felt like at home, for example. So like I said before, Taurus do not like change, so they can't be rushed into anything new. A different approach creates unease and anxiety in you, so you're most uncomfortable with like familiar surroundings, so if anything new comes along it's going to make you feel a bit anxious. Their attitude might be like, you know, everything's working fine the way it is, why try something new? But I think like, just try something new, it'll probably do you some good, you know, you might be surprised. Like, I'm always trying new things, for example like this YouTube channel. You know, I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but you know, each week I'm like, oh, I'll get excited to do a new video, it's quite fun, so I think it's good to try something new. Without trying to paint Taurus in a bad light, they tend to have quite a lot of anger. They have quite a lot of like volcanic activity in them. You know, not everyone sees it, but you know, underneath you're easygoing. So like a bull grazing in pasture. You're not looking to challenge anyone, but it'd be a fatal mistake for anyone to challenge you. On a nicer note, you're also very caring, giving, affectionate, and have a great fondness for all the things beautiful. With a Taurus being quite reserved, they're not always. If they're with like lots of friends and family, they can be a very great host. They love to like cook dinners for people, have friends round for drinks. Taurus love food as well, like love it. Like, you know, I've got a friend, you know, I hope she won't mind me saying, Charlie and Jess. You know, they're always having like lovely food together. You know, going out for nice meals. They love it. As a person born under the sign, you are an endearing combination of the dependable and sensible, sensitive and emotional. Inside every practical, stolid seeming Taurian, there's a romantic dreamer struggling to get out. Here's a few things that I've read from my book where others might see you. So you're thought as a serene influence, someone to depend on, and you're admired for your organised mind. Not many people realise that you're sensitive and easily wounded. You are trusted as a tastemaker, and your artistic and aesthetic opinion is welcomed, because you have sound instincts about money. Your financial advice is also sought. On the other hand, people resent your tendency to be dogmatic, even if you're right. Others don't understand why you have to be so unyielding. Some of Taurus's most compatible signs would be Virgo and Capricorn. On the other hand, the opposite signs to a Taurus would be Aquarius and Leo. Now, with Aquarius, they are too emotionally cool for your warm heart, and Leo's showy style suffocates your down-to-earth nature. Now, with Virgo and Capricorn, they're kind of on your same wavelength, where they're like grounded, you know, not too much in your face, you know, kind of just, they're very like career focused, like a Taurus would be. Like Capricorn are very like career minded, like the same as Virgo as well. With family and friendship, Taurus is 100% dedicated to the family and the friends. You know, they tend to have quite a small friendship group. They're quite shy around new people as well. You know, with Taurus females, they're quite maternal, so, you know, they would really want to have children one day, and if they did, you know, they're going to love them unconditionally, like, you know, any other parent would do to their partners as well. So, you know, if they're going to get with someone, guy or girl, you know, they're going to stick with them, be very faithful, very loyal, you know, hopefully get married to them one day, and they really fear betrayal as well. So, you know, if their partner cheats on them or something, or is unfaithful to them, it's gonna like destroy them. Tauruses are very career minded, like I said before. You know, they're very successful with whatever they do, but they have to be very committed to it. So they're doing really well in their job, they're, you know, they're gonna smash it and stay with that job. But they love leisure time, so they, you know, they love a hot bath. You know, they love to like relax, wind down, enjoy like, you know, small things in life. So they can get quite sidetracked, but you know, they can work hard when they put their mind to it. So yeah, I think I've covered most things about Taurus. You know, I don't want to drag the video out too long. You know, people have got stuff to do, so you know, I'm kind of trying to keep it short and sweet. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope it's been fun. Hope it's been good. You know, hope you've had a good time. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. You know, I enjoy doing these videos for you, and I hope you like watching them as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. You know, hit the like button, all that good stuff, subscribe. This is Horoscope Realm. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.